So my point is, do you think that different players, but maybe similar situations, that Russ has been befallen by all of the trappings and all of the distractions and all of the money and all of the Hollywood and the glitz and the fame and blah, blah, blah. And he's lost focus on what he does actually for a living, because it seems like that's what happened to Russ. And it seems like that might have been what happened to Baker, because before he started doing those progressive ads, right? And there was a new commercial coming out like every 2 weeks. And, these are very highly produced commercials. And you tell me, I don't know this. I worked in TV. I did not work in like acting. Okay. And so how many days does a shoot like that take? Can they knock it out in an afternoon, or is it like a 2-day thing? And all of these commitments. And it was commercial after commercial after commercial. And I'm like, at some point, like, why aren't you out on the football field throwing the football to a wide receiver? Why aren't you in the weight room doing squats or doing bench presses or doing, something to work on your football being? You're talking with two older ladies outside the Browns stadium, in one of his little acting roles and vignettes on those commercials. So do you think that has something to do with the demise of Baker and Russell Wilson?
Okay, so I'll do Baker first. I thought Mike Greenberg really hit it right this week. He was talking about Baker, and Baker has kind of given us that he's a guy you kind of want to dislike. And that is because of how much you saw him on television. Like, look, we don't care that Steph Curry has a million commercials. We don't care that Patrick Mahomes has a million State Farm commercials. We don't care about any of that. But for some reason with Baker, and I don't know if it's what you get that little target on you when you are the number one draft pick. But the commercials themselves take a day. They don't shoot any of those during the season. He probably worked for them for 1 week and they shot 14 commercials. They edited them differently. Like, trust me, none of that was a distraction, but we allow ourselves to believe it's a distraction. Now,
So
Baker
then why
goes,
the hell does he suck now? Okay. I'm like trying to find a theory. Why does he suck now then?
well, he hasn't been in a situation. It'll tie into the rest. Let me get there. All right. Baker Mayfield, the Rams have to pick up $1.3 million. Okay. $1.3 million. Some chick is making that on OnlyFans this month. That is trash money. Okay. If you break out Russell Wilson's wallet from the big old paycheck that Russell Wilson got, then what you're going to see is but Russell Wilson just robbed the Denver Broncos. And I think when I flip this over to the other side, had Baker Mayfield played in Seattle and had the weapons and the defense and the line that Russell Wilson did, what I've learned about Russell Wilson was he didn't realize how good he was on a team.